If you look at this chair back, you can see that the splats here have what are called reeding. There's a little half circular beads that run down the length of the splat. These beads in this chair were put in with a scratch stock, and I want to explain what that is, how to make one, how useful they are. Here's a scratch stock. It's a really old, very simple tool, quite easy to make and useful for doing these small little beads. It's got a cutter, in this case made from an old hacksaw blade, sandwiched between two pieces of wood. Here's one broken down. So if I take it apart, it's just two pieces, as I say, that marry quite nicely, L-shaped, 90 degrees, held together by screws, and when the screws are tightened, this will clamp the cutter where you want it in various places along the distance from this wall here. The cutter itself, this little bit here, is just a hard blade. In this case it's a hacksaw blade, but you can make it out of any hard metal, and I've ground and filed it to the profile that I want. In this case a little bead, very much like what I was showing you earlier. That's then clamped in here. So it's fairly straightforward to use. Once you've set it up at the right distance, you use it quite like a marking gauge. So you would rub this face on this wall here of the wood, and you'd run it up and down like this and create this groove. You'd readjust it, and then you can create a second groove, and in this way I've created here two, and I could carry on making a series of grooves along this length of wood. You want fairly hard wood. This is lime, a little bit soft, and that'll need a bit of sanding to clear up. Let me also show you a couple of other scratch stocks. These two I acquired from a carver, and they're pre-Second World War. They're the screws, in this case I've renewed. What's interesting about these is that this one is cut into a V here instead of the normal sort of flat shape, and what that enables this scratch stock to do is work around a curve, so you could go around the edge of a bowl or some curved element of a carving. This one is the opposite. This is rounded here. What that means is that this will work better on an inside curve, so this is inside like a donut, like in the hole, so it's going round that way. So they're quite versatile. You can go inside and outside, or indeed in a straight line.